So I decided to have set seeds to do this on hardcore. Like this. That is the seed for the world. And let's go. So I tried to do it as perfect as possible, but if you're manually trying to do the timers, it's always a little bit harder. Okay, so this is my pathing for set seed. Anyone's feel free to use it. There's a lot of improvements possible. I did have quite good flintlock, so that's one thing. I take a little bit of food here because if not, I will stop sprinting, and that would cost me more than just getting a little bit of food. This pathing as well can definitely be improved. This was the last time this was really late, like the 9th time in a row I tried this. And I made some derps here and there, and I tried some new things and whatever. It's basically the RNG of the flint that made this split quite good, because the fastest I had before this was like 7th gravel I hit, and the worst is like really bad. Like really fucking bad. So just eat up so you can keep sprinting, it's quite a while. There's a blacksmith in this village, there wasn't one in the other. And there we go, iron. I messed that up, but whatever, iron. Even though I split late on the, real time, I guess. It's still gold. This is an interesting jump. I've never failed it, but never say never. One day it's going to ruin a run. This is right after I had a really weird glitch in which I lost my bucket of water. I'm arranging things now to dupe, so there's some of that coming. My PC was acting weird. It had been on for quite a long time, so the loading was quite slow. And then I encountered another problem later on in the Nether. Oh, I'll tell about that when it's actually there. Well, I'll talk about that even in English. Woohoo! So I'm just duping like a, well, I don't know what things duped. You see here the really long loading times. I duped 3 times to get enough blocks, to get enough food, and to get enough iron, which is not yet. So I'll dupe again. And we can make everything at once. Then you might think like, you already got an iron pick, why are you going to make another iron pick? But it's going to prove its usefulness later on, so yeah. So it's being a little bit derpy, and also the crafting is definitely suboptimal, but partly because I can't really speed craft like some of the speedrunners out there, but also because sometimes the game just didn't take what I past. Like, I definitely put an iron up there, but I have to go back anyway. This is, I think, the fastest way to craft the entire set of armor. But I could be wrong. A small mistake over there as well. That's all we really need. It's funny, I make an iron axe, but in the end that is the only reason I make an iron axe, to pick up my crafting bench. So maybe I could change that up. This is also a bit of derping on my part, but whatever. The sad part here is that I glitch a little bit of lava, so I'll have to go back. That's just sad. Like that one. So then I'll have to run around again, losing a full, let's see, 5 seconds. This is also interesting. I'm just trying to eat up a little bit, and this guy shows up. Hi. Certificate zombie. Apparently going through the portal faster than me. Because he was already there. It did bugger off again though, so that's good. This pathing is also definitely suboptimal because, well, basically this is the way I took in my random seed, and I had no idea where I was going at the time, but I do know that I end up in the right place when I did this. I could have just taken that one out as well. I do derp a little bit here as well, even though it's wood. Shouldn't have done that because now it curls around instead of, you know, me just being able to walk over it. It's okay. But whatever, speedrunners also want every second. Even though I'm really happy with the time, there is like a possibility to cut off like about 10 minutes of this run. And it's, well, it is mostly RNG based, but it's also like maybe 1 or 2 minutes skill based, so. So we go over here, we go over the lava, and for some reason I derp up here. I've never derped up here, but whatever. And I'm like, yeah, you know, just go that way. Oh, that doesn't help. Oh, whatever. So I lose a little bit of time again, but whatever. Everything is fine. Everything is awesome. I take a little bit of soul sand, well, a little bit. I take 4 pieces of soul sand here because we might encounter wither skeletons before we get to the fortress. I know where the soul sand is in the fortress, but you know, it would take too much time if I would find one, let's say, here on the bridge. I find one below the bridge for some reason though. Complete waste of time, but you know, one has to take chances. I really want a sword for some reason. Soul sand is not making this any faster, but that is basically the job of soul sand, to annoy me. The path I will take now is the path I take when I don't see any wither skeletons. It will take a while before I see another one, so I mine through this wall. I look inside the corridor, I look inside this corridor, then I plug up the hole, I did have a death to plugging up this hole once, so, you know, be careful if you want to plug the hole. Because for some reason, when the lava is going down, it suddenly starts spreading out again, so the entire corridor is, well, has a little bit of lava. The reason I go from one side to the other is to despawn mobs and spawn other ones. Also, here there's a blaze spawner, and it might take away spawn chances for wither skeletons, so I'm taking this out. You know, when there's not 3 blazes spawning, so I only had 2, so that's quite easy. Over there the blazes multiplied, but I did saw a skeleton, or did see a skeleton, but it was only a archer. I'm going through the wall here just to facilitate, you know, going to this part of the Nether Fortress maze, I guess. It's funny how the chests in the Nether always have a different thing inside them. It's going to be interesting, to say the least, when I do glitchless, because a lot of things might rely on that. So there's some archer skeletons here. I've never seen so many archer skeletons alone, like without wither skeletons. This one is painful though. Just smack him against the wall, kill him. No biggie. So many horse armor as well. Diamonds! With which I will do nothing, by the way, but I will definitely do something with them in glitchless, because diamonds! This one is weird. Like, he dies too quickly, and then dies again for some reason. This is also always a nice place to look out from, but I only see blazes, so not gonna try anything here. Going to take the long way back. Thought about going through the wall at that point. I remember that. I'm just mining another place. Because now it's pretty much random. Like, I run around and I try to find a wither skeleton, and when I do, that's great, and then if I don't, that's also okay. Skeleton behind you, Bamsers. There it is. Sad how much damage that did, actually. But it did have an enchanting throw, so... Not a complete derp, I guess. So many zombie pigmen as well, but if there's one thing you don't want to do in a wither run is anger the zombie pigmen. Because most of the time you will be in the nether way longer than you are in the overworld. I think that was me checking if I accidentally had a wither skull, but I only killed like 2 of them, so... My odds over there were about 2 out of 40, so... We just keep taking some loot, because we can. It's basically to keep the mechanics for glitchless, because glitchless is going to be a bitch when I do it. If I even do it, but I do think that I'm going to do it. There's one! Just running straight for it. The eyes, by the way, are cool. So now I'm withered and burning, so that's not good. But this is a part where my PC just went really weird. So that's why I took, well, too many damage. Or too much damage even. So I'm back. This was the corridor in which I plugged the hole, by the way, so it's useful. And then there's a wither skeleton here, and he drops a skull. He dies twice for some reason. So yeah, my PC really was shitty. So I have the skull and I'm like, whoa, I never had the skull before. Where was that again, where I killed the wither? So I'm trying to find the coordinates, but I'm seeing that it's being a bit weird. So I'm just trying to find the x coordinate first, which is this one, so minus 97. And then I remember this weird, I don't know what it is, a fjord? This weird bay area. Also remember that at exactly minus 97 there is lava in the wall, so I'm just taking another path. I know I can still change my direction a little bit, so this is, by the way, a perfect way to mine. I accidentally got it, but it's perfect. It's like 1, 2, 3, perfect. 1, 2, 3, perfect. Probably also only possible in the Nether when you're trying to mine some of the netherrack. So here we're going straight up. Could have used netherrack, did not. Still had enough planks. I remember from the random seed that this is definitely safe. There is no lava. Which in the Nether is a problem, let's be honest. So the reason I'm going up to the top of the world, basically, is we're going to try to fight the wither, but we're going to stick him inside some bedrock. So his attacks don't hit me, and he can't move. Because those are two things that are really annoying with the wither, namely, well, the amount of regeneration he has is also quite irritating. But when he's suffocating in a wall, that's a lot better. So I'm pretty sure I'm at the right position right here. So I'm just mining a little bit out, seeing where exactly. So this is why you need the second pickaxe, by the way, non-believers. You mine through the netherrack so quickly you don't even see the durability of your iron pickaxe disappear. Well, good. If we are doing this glitchless, this will probably be like a stone pickaxe job. Taking a little bit more time, then again a little bit less resources that we have to gather. So this is exactly the place where I put the wither in my random seed run. This time I know that he can't escape because, well, in the random seed run I lose like 4 minutes by just looking around if everything's okay. I still do that, sort of. So, in begins the duping of the wither skeleton skulls, in which I make a grave mistake that even took me so long to load up. So you can see that like the loading times really have a problem. Next loading time is amazing. So yeah, it's second one, and this is my mistake. Oh, wait a minute. No, it's not my mistake. No, it is. Oh, no, it's not. I didn't make a mistake. It's literally just... So it's loading. It's preparing. You can just hear me shout at the screen at this point. Like, really? 20 seconds? But at least now it's downloading something, so So about 30 seconds of this screen to load it, and this is what happens. I get reset. So I just do the exact same thing, hoping it'll work this time. This time, however, I am a little bit more lucky. So that's about a minute wasted on basically my PC being an asshole. The good thing about that is very few of it is in-game time. So I can't really blame my time on that. It's mostly what there's called RNG and own mistakes. So this is, you try to spawn the wither sideways, it'll always try to spawn on its tail. And its tail was on the block, so it's like in between the bedrock blocks right there. And I have to try to find like the right position because it wasn't taking any damage. Now it is. It's suffocating but it's not taking damage, but it's just almost nullifying his regeneration, so that's good. It's also fighting against the bedrock like a motherfucker. So because it changed here, for some reason I thought I could take him from just standing down. That was also stupid. Ta-da! So that's the thing.